What's good, everybody? It is Ace here, back with another props video for you guys. Yesterday we swept YouTube, baby. We did it again. We went 3-0. We cashed Mitchell under 37.5 PR. That read was absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna toot my horn real quick. That read was absolutely beautiful because I saw a lot of people going Mitchell under 31.5 points, just straight points. But we incorporated that rebound factor. I told you guys why. I gave you guys a write-up. I told you why I like the under 37.5 PR more, because it included the rebound factor. And my boy, bro, dropped 34, but only 3 rebounds. So he had 37 out of 37.5 PR. So we cashed by 0.5. So many people took Mitchell under 31.5 points, but nah, we took 37.5 PR. I also gave out Trey double on the channel. That cashed. He had like, what do you have, like 12 assists, 13 assists, yeah, and a 36 bomb. And then Wemby over 23.5 PR, he had 39. A lot of y'all was upset about that pick. A lot of y'all was saying, oh my god, Ace, why are you counting that towards your hit record, bro? How many times do I have to tell you guys, bro? This channel, it literally says in the title of every single video, YouTube and Chalkboard. I have never one time on this channel not been transparent that the hit rate that I have and the record that I have is including Chalkboard props. I have never a single time not been one like I can't make this shit up, bro. I really can't. Every single video I've been transparent. Every single time I post a Chalkboard prop, I tell you guys, it's on Chalkboard, it's an alt line, it's lesser of a payout, but you're going to hit more of the time. I've said that every single fucking time, but nobody can understand that. And it's funny too, because somebody said good vids, but don't try to inflate that win rate, bro, with the alt lines. It's funny because I went back, I looked at I have every single YouTube prop that I posted in my videos in my notes section, and actually we are 14 out of our last 18 PrizePicks props we've hit, and that's basically 78% hit rate on PrizePicks. So really, if I took out the Chalkboard alt lines, bro, my hit rate would be better on PrizePicks in our last 18 props at least. So that's really funny. People try to hate on cashes so much. It's really hilarious, bro. Everybody's saying, oh, that's free, that's so easy. Then do it yourself then. What are you hating for? You literally looked up YouTube PrizePicks locks today. You looked up picks and you're hating on my channel when you looked it up and you watching me. And you leaving a comment too, so I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. Thanks for boosting the video more. But yeah, it's just really stupid. I've addressed this like 3 times. I'm not faking recaps like some other people in the community that be doing that. Go get your hate trades, go put it towards them. I'm not faking recaps. I'm being transparent every single time. I'm telling you guys, some of these are alt lines. It's just crazy. People hate on money. It's insane. But we went 9-1 in the Discord yesterday. 9-1. We went crazy. 7-1 on Chalkboard. 2-0 on PrizePicks props. Mr. Inflate your hit rate. 2-0 on PrizePicks props. We swept that little PrizePicks board. Everybody cashed out today. Every fucking person cashed out today. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. There's haters. I don't really give a fuck. It's just funny how I have to address this so many times. It's like a broken record. You guys just don't listen. You guys like watch the video for 1 or 2 minutes and then you just go keyboard warrior on the comments. It's funny. But everybody cashed out today. We got Chalkboard cash, Sleeper cash, Chalkboard cash, PrizePicks cash. So many people were crying, oh, Wemby 23.5 PR. We took him at 29.5 too. So sit down, buddy. Under 37.5 PR, beautiful read, beautiful read. Trey assist, we took his double for all the PrizePicks fiends in the comments. Catch that too. Porzingis under rebounds. Optimizer went crazy today. PrizePicks cash, Sleeper cash every goddamn platform. My boy Demon, he went crazy. Tail God over here, cash. Underdog cash. PrizePicks cash. League of Legends, you want it, you got it, cash it. NFL, you got it, cash it. Today was crazy. 9-1. Motherfuckers hitting on DraftKings. we got every goddamn sportsbook. You want it, you need it, you got it. We went crazy today. But yeah, Optimizer went insane. This was an Optimizer slip. We cashed on that too. Beautiful cashes. Wemby 29.5 PR for all the PrizePicks fiends in the comments. Cash it. We had a 5x slip. This was a 6-man, but obviously we had a DNP and then a push, so we had a 5x on this one. Optimizer slip, cash that. Mitchell, beautiful. cashing by 0.5, and then I got a little freaky with it. I got a little sexy with it. I posted Trae Young alt-line points, his like 23 and a half, and I was like, you know what? I just love the read so much. I'm gonna take his 33 and a half. And then Tyus Jones, I posted his half three, and I was like, you know what? I love it so much. I'm gonna take his 1.5. Both 2x or higher props for a 5x on a 2-man. Cash that bitch. But yeah, 9-1 on props. Legacy day in the Discord. We've been going crazy all week. We had like, I think there were 2 days in the past week or two, or 2 days in the past week where I was like, you know, I wasn't the best, but the optimizer carried. But yeah, optimizer also cashed 3 slips today, and then myself, my own props, 9-1 today. So amazing day. Everybody cashed out in Discord. Everybody's happy. And remember, guys, these prices will go into effect starting Wednesday. So I'm posting this on Tuesday. It is 2:30 a.m. as I am recording. So starting Wednesday, 12 a.m. Eastern, so 9 p.m. Pacific time, these new prices will go into effect. But up until Wednesday, 12 a.m., this starter membership will be $15 for your first month only. So go ahead and cop that if you guys are skeptical about joining the Discord server. Then, you know, only $15 for your first month up until Wednesday. So go ahead, take advantage of that. Also, Lifetime is on sale as well. Only $200 for Lifetime right now. So many people have been copping the Lifetime. It's absolutely insane how many people from YouTube, people that have already been in the Discord and were like, you know what, you're just going crazy. The optimizer is going crazy. I want to get in on that. So many people have been taking advantage of this offer. $200 for Lifetime. One-time purchase. You get all my props. You get all my Rocket League props. You get all my optimizer slips. You get all my Rocket League World Championship props when those are out in September. You get everything for one price. $200 one-time purchase that will be up to $250 on Wednesday. So you're getting it 20% off up until Wednesday 12 a.m. So go ahead and take advantage of that. But yeah, 9-1, everybody cashed out. So let's go ahead and get into the picks for today. Had to go on that little rant about all the people in the comment section. But let's go. So I got a PrizePicks prop for you guys. First prop is going to be Chase McLaughlin. We got a little NFL. Chase McLaughlin over 5.5 kicking points. So let's get into why. I'm just going to talk for this one. I'm not going to do a visual piece for this. But Chase McLaughlin, so they just played the Eagles literally yesterday as I'm recording this. And he had 12 kicking points in this game versus the Eagles in the divisional round. McLaughlin looked very, very good. He went 3 for 3 in his field goals in an obviously very high pressure situation. It's the playoffs, high stakes game. Obviously, win or go home. So he hit 3 for 3. So he's like that under pressure apparently. One of those was a 50-yarder too, or something like that, 50+ yards, and then one of them was 40+, and then I think another one was 30+. So yeah, he went 3 for 3. His next game will be against the Lions in a road game. But McLaughlin has actually been kicking better on the road. He's 17 for 18 on his field goals on the road, which is 94.4%. He's gone over this prop in 7 out of 9 road games this season. He's averaging 8 kicking points per game on the road this season. You only need 6 to cash us. And Lions just played the Rams, and their kicker is Brett Maher, who's been cut and brought back and cut and brought back. So he's really just not that good. But he had 11 kicking points himself. Just I believe it was Sunday. Yeah, I believe it was Sunday. He had 11 kicking points against the Lions. The Lions defense, they do a lot of chunk yards, but the red zone defense looked really, really good against the Rams. I believe the Rams went 0 for 3 in their red zone offense for touchdowns. They had to settle for field goals on all 3 of those red zone opportunities. And yeah, we need a team that's going to be allowing a lot of yards, but clamping down when it comes to 6 when we're taking field goals or when we're taking kicker props. So yeah, the Buccaneers just dismantled the Eagles, so I don't really think that they're going to get blown out by the Lions. It should be a pretty competitive game. 6-point spread. So remember, if this is a blowout and the Buccaneers are losing by a ton, then they're not going to be kicking field goals. But it is a 6-point spread, so I don't think this game will be a blowout. Vegas doesn't think this game will be a blowout, so I'm liking this prop a lot. Right now, this prop is -144 on Pinnacle, which is the sharpest sports book in the world. So I'm expecting a bump for sure. I mean, this game, it's what, today's Tuesday, so this game is like 5 days from now, so this definitely will be bumped if the odds stay the same, and I expect them to do so. Another PrizePicks prop I have for you guys is going to be James Harden under 2.5 threes. No, we are not taking over on assists, although I do like that prop. I'm going to be posting James Harden under 2.5 threes. So if we look at his logs with Kawhi and PG healthy, in games where he plays 30 plus minutes, because this game should be competitive down to the wire. So we're looking at games where he's playing 30 plus minutes to get that full transparency. In home games too as well. This is a home game. He's gone under this prop in 5 out of 8 home games with Kawhi and Paul George playing, only averaging 2.3 threes per game in that span. So he hasn't really been hitting this prop. When he does, he's barely just getting that third three. But yeah, he's been going under this prop a good amount. And there's a very specific reason why I'm liking this bet. So Harden in his last 10 games, if we go ahead and look at NBA, add NFL up. Let's go ahead and load up NBA on Props Cash. If you go ahead and look at his last 10 games, 3-pointers. James Harden is averaging 7 3-pointers attempted per game, so he's shooting 7 threes a game. And if we look more specifically at what kind of threes he's shooting, 5 of those 7 3-pointers attempted are pull-up threes. So pull-up jump shots from beyond the arc. 5 out of 7 of those threes, which is like 71.5% of his 3-pointers attempted, are coming from pull-up threes, where he's shooting 42% from 3, which is obviously very, very good, right? Majority of his shots and a majority of his threes are from that pull-up 3. Well, let's go ahead and look at the matchup. If we look at the matchup, pull-up threes, right? So we're looking at pull-ups, and let's look at last 10 games. So last 10 games, pull-up threes. He's playing the Thunder. The Thunder are allowing the lowest 3-point percentage against pull-up threes in their last 10 games. They're only allowing a 20% 3-point percentage against pull-up threes in 10 games, which is a lot of data. You know, we're not looking at last 3 games. Last 10 games, they're allowing the lowest 3-point percentage by a pretty good margin against pull-up threes out of any team in the whole league. They're only allowing 1.7 pull-up threes made per game to opposing teams, not opposing point guards, opposing teams. That's insane. So the Thunder have just been the best team at locking down that pull-up 3, and that's where Harden gets most of his 3-pointers attempted, and that's also where he's shooting the best from the 3-point line, are those pull-up 3s. So it's going to be very, very tough for him to get his, usual bread and butter from there. That's a very, very tough matchup. I'm liking that a lot. Also, so he's shooting 7 threes per game in his last 10 games, right? 5 of them were pull-ups. The other 2 are catch and shoot threes per game, and he hasn't really he's shooting 35% from catch and shoot threes in that span, which obviously is not as good as that 42% from the pull-up. But the Thunder are also allowing the 8th lowest 3-point percentage against catch and shoot threes as well. So they're locking down that pull-up 3, which has been his bread and butter. But his secondary is that catch and shoot 3 off a pass, and the Thunder are allowing the 8th lowest 3-point percentage against catch and shoot threes as well. And Harden is also a heavily favored to go over that 8.5 assist line. So I mean, the Thunder will probably be blitzing that 3-point line when it comes to Harden and he has the ball. They're gonna force him to pass. They're gonna force him to drive, and he's very comfortable with doing that, obviously, because he gets a ton of assists. But yeah, I could see the matchup is just terrible for him. So I'm liking this prop a lot. Also, this is currently minus 130 on the minus 130 on the under on several sites. So this could possibly be taken off the board, but pretty good odds. So I'm liking the value here on PrizePicks, as it is a fixed payout app. Okay, I got 2 more props for you guys. These are chalkboard alt lines. Oh my god, chalkboard alt lines, so scary. We'll go ahead and look at the first one. First one is going to be Devin Booker over 1.5 threes. So I'm gonna pull this picture up from my second monitor real quick. If we look at games with Durant and Beal, obviously that's a huge factor. You got to look at games with Durant and Beal, as both of them are healthy. Devin Booker has gone over this line in 6 out of 8 games with Durant and Beal playing, averaging 2.3 threes in that span. But more specifically, I don't have the picture for this next stat, but more specifically in this span, right, with Durant and Beal playing and Nurkic, he's played 5 home games with Beal and KD. He's gone over in 4 out of 5 of those home games, averaging 2.6 threes per game in that span. So his threes have gone up a little more when he's playing in home games. And this makes sense because if we go ahead and look at Devin Booker's splits real quick. Devin Booker, this is a home game, right? He's shooting better at home. Yes, he is. He's shooting 41.2% from 3 at home this season, compared to only 30.2% from 3 on the road. That's an 11% discrepancy. Shooting 41.2% from 3 at home. So he's at home again, so that benefits us today. And Booker is shooting 41.7% from above the break threes, which is obviously elite. That is very, very good. He's above the break three guy. He's not sitting in the corner. You know, he's getting a shot from above the break. And if we look at the matchup, he's playing the Kings. And in the last 10 games, sorry, we'll go ahead and look at 10 games. The Kings are allowing the highest 3-point percentage against above the break threes. So that's been Booker's bread and butter. And the Kings are allowing the highest 3-point percentage against above the break threes out of all teams, 42.1% 3-point percentage from there. So that's absolutely amazing. Loving that matchup. Very advantageous. Also, just like we talked about in the Harden write-up, Booker is he gets a ton of his threes from pull-up threes. He shoots a ton of pull-up threes. He's averaging 3.6 pull-up threes, pull-up three-pointers attempted per game in his last 5 games. And if we go ahead and look at the Kings, they are allowing the highest 3-point percentage against above the break threes and the highest 3-point percentage against pull-up threes in their last 10 games, and Booker is averaging 3.6 pull-up three-pointers attempted per game in his last 5 games. So he should see very, very good volume from pull-up threes, and it's obviously very, very good matchup. So, I mean, I'm taking this any single day of the week. If it chalks, it chalks, but the reasoning is beautiful here. It doesn't get much better than that. Our last chalkboard outline for right now, for the YouTube folks, remember Discord people get every single prop. You know, join the Discord. Link is in the description, and the link is in my Twitter bio at PrizePicks. So many of you guys have been joining. We probably had like 60 people join in the last week, and like 20 or 25 people joined lifetime in the last week. So it's been very, very good business in the Discord. You get all my props. You get everything that you guys for. Great community, great picks, everything. All my props. Obviously, I post more on the Discord on YouTube. Like YouTube, we went 3-0 on YouTube yesterday, but in the Discord, we went 9-1, which obviously isn't a sweep, but 9-1 is crazy. You know, there are more cashing opportunities on the Discord for sure. And in Lifetime, you get all the optimizer slips, which have been going crazy. But nonetheless, let's get into that last outline for you guys, and that's going to be Kevin Durant, KD, Slim Reaper, over 21.5 points. So if we go ahead and look at 21.5 points, this chart isn't the best to look at, obviously, because it's not including the games where Durant and Beal were playing. I do not have a picture of those logs on me, but I do have the write-up. So he's over in 5 out of 8 games with Booker and Beal playing, averaging 25 points per game with Booker and Beal playing. So yeah, he's been easily hitting that 21.5 mark. This is an elite matchup for Durant in 2 ways. So I'm going to talk about 2 ways why this is elite. Firstly, Kevin Durant has been elite in the mid-range department. He's shooting 47.6% from mid-range shots in his last 5 games. He's also averaging 5.3 mid-range field goals attempted per game in that span. So he's getting pretty good volume. And if we look at the matchup, right, they're playing the Kings. The Kings are allowing the second highest field goal percentage against mid-range shots in their last 10 games. So obviously very, very advantageous for Durant. He loves that mid-range shot. More specifically, Durant will be guarded by Keegan Murray, who is we'll go ahead and look at, pull that up for you actually. I believe it's somewhere here. Okay, last 10 games, Sacramento Kings. And then we look at Keegan Murray. He's allowing the second highest field goal percentage against the mid-range shots in out of all the starters on the Kings, and he's also allowing the second most, or sorry, that's the paint, sorry, my bad. We'll go ahead and look at mid-range. He's allowing the second highest field goal percentage against mid-range shots out of every single starter. He's also allowing the most mid-range shots, just most mid-range shots attempted on him out of his last 10 games, which is very, very good because we want volume, right? You know, these field goal percentages, they're not specifically the best thing to look at because obviously Durant is in the top 1% of players in the NBA, let alone mid-range, right? So Keegan Murray, he could be playing against like Isaiah Stewart, and that's why this field goal percentage is lower because, you know, obviously Isaiah Stewart is not as good of a shooter as Durant. But I like to look at that field goals attempted because that's showing how many people are like shooting against him. And if Durant is getting very high volume, obviously in shots, he's going to produce a lot of those shots into makes because he's Kevin goddamn Durant. So he's allowing the highest, or he's allowing the most field goals attempted per game at that mid-range zone, and Durant has just been eating from there, so I'm liking that a lot. Also, Durant has been really good at his above the break threes. He's shooting 38.5% in his last 5 games from above the break threes, and obviously we looked at it in the Devin Booker write-up. The Kings are allowing the highest 3-point percentage against above the break threes in their last 10 games, so that not only does that benefit Booker, that also benefits Durant. And Durant is averaging 9 pull-up shots per game, so whether that be mid-range, whether that be threes, he's averaging 9 pull-up shots in his last 5 games. And if we look, instead of looking at pull-up threes, or if we just look at pull-up shots in general, the Kings are allowing the second highest field goal percentage against pull-up shots, whether that be from 2 or whether that be from 3. And Durant is averaging 9 pull-up shots per game in his last 5 games, so he's going to see a ton of volume, and he's going against a team that's just weak against pull-ups, so that's absolutely advantageous for Kevin Durant. And also just in general, Durant's a power forward. The Kings are allowing the 6th most points per game to power forwards in the last 30 days. So that's 4 props for you guys. James Harden under 2.5 threes on PrizePicks. Chase McLaughlin over 5.5 kicking points. You're gonna have to wait like 5 days for that prop, but I would lock that in with something. And then on Chalkboard, we have Booker over 1.5 threes and Durant over 21.5 points. Remember, guys, this offer is going to end, well, when you're watching this, this will be the last video that I post for you guys where these prices are not in effect. So up until Wednesday, 12 a.m. Eastern time, you can get a starter membership for 1 month. Your first month will only be $15, and lifetime is on 20% sale right now. It's only $200. After Wednesday, it will go back up to $250, which is still a great price considering all the value that you're getting. But I mean, 20% off, I mean, I wouldn't pass up on that. That's very good value. But yeah, that's 4 props for you guys. We went 9-1 yesterday. I don't care if it's Chalkboard. Everybody cashed out, and that's all that matters. 2-0 on PrizePicks. So even if you're just on PrizePicks, you cashed out as well. Everybody cashed out. Every single app, Sleeper, DraftKings. I had somebody cash out on Bovada, BetMGM, Chalkboard, Sleeper. I probably already said that. PrizePicks, I probably already said that. Underdog, I probably already said that. But yeah, everybody's been cashing out. It's just been a great time in the Discord. Great community, great picks. Great chats every single day, and our only loss was a hook too. I forgot about that. Our only loss was a hook, but it is what it is. 9-1, can't complain about that ever. I'll catch y'all guys in the next video. If you're loving, keep liking the video, keep sharing it, keep commenting down below. If you're hating, keep hating on me, keep leaving those comments. I love it. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.